Hello everyone, and welcome to Lost in the Real. In honor of Pride Month, I am going to be starting June off with a review for an upcoming LGBTQ film that I believe transcends the genre for its intimate and timely story of two Mexican men, their budding romance, and their immigration experience. Today I will be talking about I Carry You With Me. Carry You With Me will be released in theaters Friday, June 25th. And thank you so much to Sony Pictures Classics for letting me screen this film early for review. The film is directed by Heidi Ewing and written by Alan Page Arriaga and Heidi Ewing. It stars Armando Espitia, Christian Vazquez, and Michelle Rodríguez. Ambition and societal pressure propel an aspiring chef to leave his soulmate in Mexico and make the treacherous journey to New York, where life will never be the same. Heidi Ewing's heartbreaking and devastating I Carry You With Me is one of those films, as its title would suggest, that you carry along with you long after it's over. It has been quite a while that I've been so transfixed and utterly engrossed by a love story like this. I also think this would be a wonderful double feature, if you can handle watching so much heartache in one sitting, with Netflix's recently released Dance of the 41, which I also have a review for on my channel. Both films follow a gay Mexican couple imprisoned by societal norms and pressures, but take place a century apart from each other. It just goes to show you how so much and so little can change in 100 years. The film follows Ivan, an aspiring chef who is stuck washing dishes and dreams of a better life in America. One night out on the town, he meets Gerardo, an openly out and proud man who he immediately finds attraction to. But Ivan has a young son and a girlfriend and has hid his orientation from his family and work in fear of being condemned by them. As time passes, the two build a complicated but loving relationship, all the while Ivan's dream of crossing the border to New York to follow his true passions could get in the way of everything they have worked so hard to overcome, and their distance will truly prove if they were meant to be. Ewing, who is directed and co-wrote here, is mostly known for her documentaries like Jesus Camp and the limited docuseries Love Fraud, which the amazing Lisa Loves has recommended to me, and after watching this film, I cannot wait to dive into that. Ewing brings such a raw, visceral edge to this film, whilst constructing and filming it with such a personal perspective that only a documentarian could pull off. It is so blatantly obvious that the writer-director has such love and empathy for her characters, and that tenderness explodes off of the screen in every frame. This is also beautifully shot with intimate framing and wide tracking shots that reminded me of Chloe Zhao's expert camera work in Nomadland. There will be people who fall on one side of the political spectrum that will have a hard time with Ewing's overt messages on gay rights and immigration. Her passionate thoughts on these important matters are interwoven throughout every moment of this film, and whether that is something that you can handle or not will be up to you to decide. At the end of the day though, I can't help but feel that after watching this film and experiencing this innately human story, that you couldn't at least find empathy in your heart for these people whose struggles and pain are so very real. This film also touched my heart in a very special way because I've worked in the restaurant industry, just like Yvonne, even working for a couple of years managing a Mexican restaurant in downtown San Francisco. And I've worked with so many people whose stories may not be exactly like the one told in this story, but are all very similar as well. And it just goes to show you what a universal and vital story that I Carry You With Me is telling. None of this would have translated if Espitia and Vazquez didn't fully commit and give themselves to their roles. And they absolutely do. Their chemistry is undeniable. Every time you glimpse them looking into each other's eyes, you can see the love that they have for each other. Honestly, there was a part of me that yearned to see them on screen together more, but as this film proves in more ways than one, distance truly makes the heart grow fonder. I must admit though that the editing of this film really threw me off at times with its non-linear approach. I did find myself trying to catch up and figure out where these characters were on their timeline, and that did slightly affect how much the movie resonated with me. As I Carry You With Me enters its third act, Ewing makes a drastic creative decision that might turn off some viewers, but I found it to be extremely ingenious and innovative. Please, whatever you do, don't look around for spoilers and just watch the movie and have it be a surprise. I was taken aback at how this decision really made the film's messages and themes come full circle, and that it made the whole experience feel even more profound. Almost as if you had lived this lifetime with these characters. And that's what makes this film stand tall above the rest. So I will be giving I Carry You With Me 4 chiles en nogada out of 5. This is an LGBTQ film that transcends its genre because it is so fully realized by its writer-director. And while some people will be turned off by its political ideals, I Carry You With Me is a deeply felt, intensely personal film that tells a universal story, and one that is an urgent call for empathy and understanding. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. We will see you soon.